It's the World Series game. I tried to broadcast it, and partway through the game, the broadcast had an error. So I guess this episode's going to start with game number 2 in the World Series. We're in the lead 1-0 in the series. Let's go for game 2 in Pittsburgh. Hopefully the broadcast is better. For some reason it all of a sudden had an error and stopped broadcasting, and I had to re-enter all my YouTube information.
Everything we could have asked for, and now this building stretched to capacity. Game 2 of the World Series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and I think it's worth remembering here that once you get to the postseason, it's not always the best team that wins. It's the hottest team that wins. And these guys got a good road win in Game 1, and they're going to be looking to build on that one right here.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2019 Pittsburgh Pirates.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one.
But here's your starter comparison.
With that, a look at John Gibbons' lineup for the visiting Blue Jays. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He had 3 hits and 3 RBIs in the last game. Look for him to continue being aggressive on pitches in the zone as he tries to carry over some of that success.
Chad Webster is on the mound for Game 2. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he got into the 6th inning in his last start, but he wasn't really as crisp as he would have liked. Ended up taking the loss. Hopefully he'll be a little better in this one.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
All right,
Ryan Bull will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Smoke toward third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
So I get a base hit.
Well, that's one thing about having a switch hitting catcher in the lineup. This guy causes so many matchup problems. Comes through with a solid single.
Victor Mendoza set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Now the 0-1. Runner goes for second. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line.
And I think he's out.
Vargas is under the catch for out number 3. 1 left for Toronto. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score.
So that wasn't an error. That was a clean hit.
So number 96, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Come on, right here one time. Here we go.
We need to get at least the single.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
In the air to center field and deep
home
back
run
as the
no
center
doubt.
fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run.
There we go. Bringing us into the lead 3-1 now.
So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His second home run of the series. And it gives the Blue Jays a 3-1 lead.
Second of the series for home run.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing. And sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Didn't like the first one, so I fouled it off. Like the second one.
Ryan Bull will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on.
Hey, one pitch right here.
All right, 3-2, 1 out, no one on.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Oh, it's a foul.
Oh, high.
And instead we get a no doubt home run again.
That is a moonshot, folks. A long home
Just
run.
like last time. Didn't like the first one, so I fouled off. Like the second one.
So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, and it gives the Blue Jays a 4-2 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Ryan Bull stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
7th, 1 out.
Squared that one up just a little late.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as it is now 7-3.
Well, you talk about guys that have hit 3 home runs in a World Series game. Well, it's a pretty short conversation. Let's see, you got Babe Ruth, Reggie Jackson, Albert Pujols.
Ryan Bull will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game.
Can we go for 4? We got 1 on base. It's 10-3. So.
All right, boy. All right. Here we go.
Hit high and deep to left field.
There we go. There
going
we
back
go.
on it. Still going
All
back.
right,
Gone!
number 4 in a game. We're having an awesome game now.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 4th in the ball game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Watching me hit home run after home run after home run. But you know what? it's fun sometimes.
Oh, my goodness.
To do it.
Well,
like
we already talked
game.
about how short the conversation was for somebody who's hit 3 home runs in a World Series game, but the conversation about hitting
it's actually very
4
rare for me to get 4 home runs in a game. I've tried to get the 5 home runs and I never can.
And, fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
Now it's time to take it home to Toronto and see if we can sweep the series.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those...
All right, so let's take it home with Marcus Stroman. All right, so we're able to have a DH now.
It was the hardest ticket to get in these parts in ages, and the folks that are packed into this place are making an impact already. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Toronto Blue Jays. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And here's Clint Hurdle's starting lineup for the Pirates in this one. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Ryan Bull will dig in now, coming off one of the best offensive performances we've seen in a World Series game for quite some time.
Really just a game for the ages there. He put on a one-man show, and you can bet he probably won't see the same kind of pitches that he saw last time out. He'll be a lot more careful when he's at the dish.
Gone. We got a tie game.
This one ain't coming back.
Folks.
Two-run shot to straightaway center. His 6th of this series as the Blue Jays have rallied back to tie it at 2.
This is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
All right, still
Ryan Bull will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
The short hit hard, and that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit.
You're here.
No idea.
I'll tell you, this guy has been something else in these playoffs. I mean, when it matters most, he's come up aces more times than not, and he delivers once again here with a ringing double. Man, he's fun to watch.
Coming to the plate now, Victor Mendoza. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Bartlett backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
That's a disappointing at-bat there with runners in scoring position.
No sack fly.
Hey, have a rip, kid. Here
Dominic Brown is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Well, a fly ball again here this time would be just what the doctor ordered, because a sac fly here would give him the lead.
He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. And Moustakas has this one for route number 2.
You guys got to hit it on the ground.
Well, here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
See it and drive it.
Now to the plate, Jesus Montero. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
It's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
This is in the air to right. Huff has a beat on it.
And
makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Game 3 moves forward to the 4th inning now, and we are tied 2-2. Ryan Bull strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Left field and deep. Looking up is Marte.
break the tie.
A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as the Blue Jays have taken a 3-2 lead.
Just bounce off the wall. Just get it over.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Ryan Bull will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats.
Had some distance I expected. So 2 out, 3-2 still. Bottom of the 7th.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. His 3rd home run of the ball game, and it gives the Blue Jays a 4-2 lead.
Well, you talk about guys that have hit 3 home runs in a World Series game. Well, it's a pretty short conversation. Let's see, you got Babe Ruth, Reggie Jackson, Albert Pujols, Pablo Sandoval did it as well, and now this man.
I think I'm a free agent after this series. So right now we're in the lead 3-0. So can Pittsburgh come back?
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers. But he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Blue Jays come out on top, 4-2. Good night from Toronto.
All right, let's go game 4. There's your pitchers. There's the standings so far. So far, the Pittsburgh Pirates got their back against the wall.
I I tell you, this crowd is making it so I can hardly hear my own voice. They are indeed raring to go. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
And I don't know that I would say that I'm totally surprised that it's 3-0 right now. I mean, I knew they were capable of going on a run like this, but to come in and put it to them the way they have, that's what I think all three of us maybe didn't expect. But I just think it shows the character of this ball club. And it starts right at the top. I think it's a really good reflection of the manager that he's got them to where they are right now.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Toronto Blue Jays.
All right, let's see the starter comparison.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one.
2 starts, 1 win. And Cole's got 4 starts and 2 wins.
And here's Clint Hurdle's starting lineup for the Pirates in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He went deep last game, and he seems ready to take advantage of any mistakes he sees right now.
Not sure where
Daniel Norris gets the ball with a world championship on the line. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he gave us the 5 and dive. Didn't get a decision. He'll be looking to go a little deeper in this one and hopefully end up with a win.
And our defensive lineup.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we've got a gold glover behind the plate. How that helps the ball club, you can throw balls in the dirt as a pitcher, cuts down the running game. Really,
Ryan Bull will dig in now, coming off one of the best offensive performances we've seen in a World Series game for quite some time.
Really just a game for the ages there. He put on a one-man show, and you can bet he probably won't see the same kind of pitches that he saw last time out. He'll be a lot more careful when he's at the dish.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here, need you right here, kid.
Full sets. Here he comes, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
I'm being late today. This game here.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Looking up is Marte. And this one is gone. A home run.
2-run home run blast.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Unbelievably, his 9th of this series as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
In the series.
this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
A lot of lift, but I don't know about it enough distance. All right,
at the
so
plate, Ryan Bull, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Come on, big guy, one time. There you go.
Cole's ready. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Hey, drive that pitch. Oh, here we go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, that's one of the dangers of being a corner outfielder. If you dive, there's no safety net behind you. And I think he's pretty lucky in the end that this one wound up only being 2 bases instead of 3. Heck, could have even been 4.
Could have maybe tried for triple, but didn't want to chance it with 2 out.
Victor Mendoza is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting. You have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, we always talk about how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, it's especially important when you face a caliber of pitcher that they're seeing here. They've jumped on him early to take a 3-0 lead now.
All right, still
Ryan Bull strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Hey, see it. Drive it.
Bull gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run.
I think that trophy's going to be ours.
A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Ryan Bull stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
See what we can do here. Keep ourselves alive.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up. Stay through it. Let's go.
It's sharply toward third. Right
the
at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. A run on 2 hits. Game 4 heads to the 7th inning now. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Pirates nothing.
Right,
Ryan Bull, he hit one over the wall back in the 5th.
7-4 now.
Hey now, here we go.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Hitting an error in the inning, but they failed to score. We're through 8 full here in Game 4. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Buccos 4. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. A shot there of the nighttime beauty of this terrific Canadian city.
Heroes are born in October.
There you go.
And you can add another one to that list right here as they wind up winning this game in walk-off fashion. What a game.
That must be a glitch.
Well, one thing's for sure, this city is going to be rocking tonight. This place is going crazy right now, and for good reason. Their guys are the new champions of the world.
So 4-game sweep. So 3 for 5.
And, fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And you said it right there. This is where it matters the most. People are going to be talking about this performance for the rest of his life. He was on the big stage for everyone to see, and he was the difference maker in the series victory.
MVP of the series.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Blue Jays come out on top, 9-8. Good night from Toronto.
Alright, so there it says the right one. Blue Jays won the World Series. We'll go here to awards. So we're the playoff MVP, the World Series MVP. So there you have it. So MVP of the World Series, MVP of the playoffs, MVP of the regular season. Yu Darvish was the Cy Young. We had the best batting average. There's your best reliever, Houston Street, for the third time in a row, at least. And there's your Rookie of the Year, the Hank Aaron. And then here's your Golden Glove players. We got ours for the first time. Here's your batting. Us, third time in a row. McGill, his third time in a row. Evans, second time, but not in a row. And back to the MVPs for the playoffs. So let's begin our off season. We'll view the retired players. So Marco Estrada is done, and Chris Gimenez for us. Let's see if there's any names that I recognize. You might recognize. Oh, Huston Street is done. Didn't he just win an award for 3 times in a row? And now we're into the free agents. I'll continue for my viewers to see, in case there's any name that they recognize. And that's your retired players. And Jeremy Rollins goes into the Hall of Fame. So we're now, I believe we are a free agent. I'm not even sure. So view offers. So we get a 1-year contract for $13 million. So let's see if we get 5 years out of these guys for $65 million. Player option. $3 years for $39. I think that's pretty good. So 3 years for $39 million with the Blue Jays. Let's see. Let's see if we can get $40 million out of them. Alright, then let's bring it down to 39.750. They're going to go up to 39.6. So let's go with that for 3 years. Sounds good. So there you have it. So we're going to stay with the Blue Jays for another 3 years. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys in the new season. Take care.